Hey there, this is Catherine, and I wanted to share. I received in my mail today the Diamond Press Hidden Messages auto ship. This is the second auto ship I've gotten from HSN, and it has these cute interactive opening to it that has kind of a shutter feature that opens and closes. And so I am going to make a card using this newest one. And you see that you get instructions. You also receive two storage envelopes, one for your dies and then one for your stamps. They measure, with the edge included, 6 by 8, and they hold, like I said, the stamps and the dies. You get two stamp sets with this one. I'm sorry, there's a little bit of a glare. I tried to find a good angle, but you can see you get a fortune cookie. There are a lot of curved sentiments that are going to go on the front of the card, on that circle that is the card opening, that in this set you can stamp. It's got some stamps for inside of the circle opening, the tea and a coffee and a fortune cookie. And then on this one, we've got a chocolate chip cookie, it looks like, or some kind of cookie like that, a milk carton, and some couple of tea cups. Just cute little sentiments that are going to go together, and you can match them together. I value our friendship. I think that's so cute. And then you also get the dies that are going to go. You get a folder to cut with, and then there's some coordinating dies that go with the tea and the coffee cup. The milk carton has one with that cute little straw. There are a couple of hearts, and then the fortune cookie and the little chocolate chip cookie, and then finally that kind of latte looking cup. And then there's also this scalloped edge circle die that goes on the front. And I will use that together with the set. Now here are the dies from the original set that you need to create your card. And there's a full color instruction sheet that came with that set. In the today's auto ship, it says to refer back to these instructions. So you're going to follow the first 7 steps when you pull out your set, and then we'll get started. And that's that scalloped edge. This is the new one that's included in the auto ship. It also cuts out the circle that we'll use to stamp and put inside of our opening. You can see it fits the circular sentiments, the best tea, and then there's also one that says shared with a friend. So let's get started. I'm going to start by using some of my Express It blending card. It's an alcohol-friendly paper that I use with all of my markers, and I'm using some of my Gina K ink, black amalgam, I think is how you call it. It works with alcohol and watercolor. And I usually ask for a big pack of that paper at Christmas time for my mom. She always wants to buy me something crafty, so I ask for a big pack of this paper. It usually lasts me the whole year. So I'll color those off screen, and I will have a lot of those to use on different cards. So I've cut all the pieces that I need. I need a couple of the rotating rings. You can see in that top left it has the picture as well as it tells you what it is. So I'm going to start by gluing these 2 white rings together, the rotating ring. And that is the part that will help open and close the hidden message portion. So I'm just going to glue those back to back, keeping the cleaner side facing outward. And so I'll glue those together. We'll let those dry for a second. And then I'm going to work on the next piece, which will be the shutters. You had to cut 5 of those those kind of lighter pink pieces. And what we'll do with those is there are these little tabs on each end, and you fold those in. I'm going to show one kind of regular speed, and then I'm going to speed it up. You can see there are these little crease marks on there, and you fold that forward, and then you're going to flip over the back, and there are 3 tabs on that, and that's what's going to go through the ring. So I'm going to do this on all of them, the 5 that I have, and then we're going to add those. The ring should be dry. We'll add those back into the ring, and you can see how that's going to come together next to create that opening. So I'm flipping that over. I'm going to add each one of these tabs in, putting those 3 little pieces in. When you pop them through, you just open them back up and you can see that they move. It's pretty ingenious, and it's actually quite easy. Once you do this one time and you figure out all the little ins and outs of it, they come together very easily. All you have to do is really just pick your cardstock, and the rest of it just kind of works itself out. Pattern paper makes it very quick and easy too. So I did that, and then you're going to flip it back over, and you're going to fold in these little shutter pieces, and it shows you at the top left it's cut off a little bit, but you'll see that it has all the instructions, and that's what's going to be opening and closing. So cute. And I've got this kind of, I think they call it an anchor ring in this purple color. You're going to add that in. Again, it shows the placement of where it's supposed to be, and you pop that tab in and lay it flat, and it will allow you to move the piece. I'm going to add one of my rings, and it shows you where to pull these tabs over, the purple tabs, and how to do it. It lets it stay flat by doing it apart, separate from each other, from side to side. It just allows it to stay flat so you have the little mechanism work. So that'll dry in a second, and then we'll practice and see if it opens, and it works just fine. I'm going to add some glue on the back of the purple piece and add my second ring that I cut from pink cardstock, and we'll test it out, and it looks great. It's super, super easy and a lot of fun. There is the pull stamp that's included in there. I'm going to stamp that off since it's brand new. I haven't used it. I always like to stamp a brand new stamp into ink and then stamp it off on scratch paper. It just gives you a better impression, I think, when you have something brand new like that. So again, it's working great. You can see that I've stamped My Life is Better onto the circle, and then I'm going to add a piece of pattern paper to my cardstock base. This is an A2 size, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. And then I'm going to work on placing my ring, and when I get it where I want it to, I'm going to glue down the top part first. So I've got My Life is Better. I love these curved sentiments. I think they add so much to the ring, and I'm excited to use it on the previous kits I've gotten. I got the original one, and then I got the second one. It's technically the first auto ship, but it was the second shipment I received. It had some hot air balloons in it, and so I'm excited to use that with those too, since they have that similar sized opening. So I'm adding foam tape all around. I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to work on adding this inside piece. You have to kind of fit it in there a little bit. With all the layers, you just kind of poke it down in there, but it fits beautifully. Just get it to the bottom, and sometimes you can use a pokey tool or something too if you need to kind of push it in there. I'm going to work on coloring a little bit. I've got this page that I stamped earlier in the video, and I'm going to color this kind of coffee cup. I'm using my tri-blend markers. Those are from Spectrum Noir, and they have 3 colors You can see I'm pulling the markers apart. There's a light color, a medium color, and a dark color, and they work great for blending. They are alcohol markers, and I've really enjoyed them. I do have some Copic markers, and I enjoy them as well, but I really have enjoyed my tri-blends because I can take them anywhere with me, and I've already got my color groups together. So for quick coloring like this, they have been very, very enjoyable to have. I'm going to add the citrus color. It's kind of a green yellow. And then I'm going to go back to a pink to tie in with the card and the colors that I've used. I'm going to make my hearts pink. I'm going to add just a little bit of shading. These markers make very quick work of blending. Now I've got to tape down my die. I'm going to run it through my little Marquise machine, and you do get the folder if you have that machine. You get an extra one, which is nice. And so I'm going to add some foam tape to this one, and I noticed that my card is a little thicker. The hidden messages part is a little thicker, so I needed to add a second piece of foam tape. I've got foam tape on the back, and then I also have all those layers of cardstock, so I just needed to pop it up a little bit more. And I'm going to finish it off with some of these hearts. These heart dies are included in this kit, so I cut 3 of the smaller ones, and then I cut 1 of the larger one. They're a great size. You could make this into a Valentine's card just using those hearts. They're super cute. So that's it for this. I'm going to post a few more cards with this kit. I wanted to go ahead and share this one with you. Be sure to subscribe if you like what you see, and share my videos. I'm going to be making more on these auto ship series. So thanks for watching.